You wanna come do this, study my movements, go opposite of the grain. See, I never heard of vacations, bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work and watch suckers complain. Cause on it regardless, who go the hardest? Whole family is the top full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. The blood, sweat, and tears of my stripes. I only tell stories of fights. You learn that the struggle is part of the hustle. Don't ever mistake them as gripes. First I hit them with lefts, then I hit them with rights. After all that I've been through, I gotta continue to cut through that bowl with a knife. You holding me up, so I'm rising. You want me to fail, or surprised? I'm addicted to winning, so since the beginning I only focus on horizons. Only recorders, who go the hardest? Whole family is the top full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. So what can I tell you? I learned from my failures. I traveled through hell with a gang full of tailspins, and I only prevail cause I came with my day ones, and they never strayed from tough situations. I'm saying there's no conversation, just head down and get from the heart that we came from. All we regardless, who go the hardest? Whole family is the top full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here is Butterbean. You can't mention the sport of boxing without mentioning this guy. And he'll face Deontay Wilder, 6'7" tall, with that massive 83-inch reach.
Oh my goodness, look at the reach difference there. That reach is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, because if that jab is used and that right hand is followed, there is going to be a problem tonight.
His name is Eric Esch, but he's known as Butterbean. You know what he brings to the plate: hellacious power and unending energy. Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber, one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. His knockout percentage is off the chart.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Atlanta, Georgia, here is the popular knockout artist, recognized as the king of the four-rounders, introducing Eric Esch, better known as Butterbean. Fighting out of the blue corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Todd, all I can say,
All right.
heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
I want you to
No
repeat
doubt about it,
yourself
this
all
was the
time.
hottest ticket
And what I
in
say,
town
you
by a
must obey.
country mile.
Good
Every
luck.
seat has been sold. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Right on the button with that right hand. He threw the hook, didn't land. The face is telling the story from that jab. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That hook was off target. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man.
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths.
Great work. Stay focused.
And there's the bell to start round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter shot lands. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing and stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Just missed with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Deontay Wilder rocks right now. He's in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchens.
And there's the bell to start round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter punch caught him clean. They threw the hook. It didn't land. It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
Cards reach as well as speed, reach as well as power. What more can a fighter ask for?
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Punch, counter punch. These punches coming from every angle. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage.
There's an old saying, a good big one will always beat a good little one.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Oh, the big fella stumbled. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Yourself completely. You're getting soft on.
No, but you're still landing your power shots. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Oh, what was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose.
And there's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That uppercut misses. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. He threw a punch and just got countered. How about that time counter shot? Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. And down goes Wilder! Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
Many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a...
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort, I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this, study my movements, go opposite of the grain. See, I never heard of vacations, bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work. I watch suckers complain, cause all they regard is who go the hardest. Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who would have tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. The blood, sweat, and tears of my stripes. I only tell stories of fights. You learn that the struggle is part of the hustle. Don't ever mistake them as gripes. First I hit them with lefts, then I hit them with rights. After all that I've been through, I gotta continue to cut through that bull with a knife. You holding me up, so I'm rising. You want me to fail or surprise them. Addicted to winning, so since the beginning, I only focus on horizons. All they record is who go the hardest. Whole family is a chock full of ballers. Who would have tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. So what can I tell you? I learned from my failures. I traveled through hell with a gang full of tailspins, and I only prevail cause I came with my day ones, and they never strayed from tough situations. I'm saying there's no conversation, just head down and get from the heart that we came from. All we record is who go the hardest. Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who would have tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs.
Born in the thunder, slave to the hunger. They always said there's no way out. Heart of a fighter, forged in the fire. Takes more than that to drag me down. So bring on the rain, bring on the storm. Yeah, bring on the pain. It can't hurt me anymore. Maybe I'll guns, bloodied and bruised, but I don't run, and I sure as hell don't lose. Sure as hell don't lose. Oh no no. Baptized in the river to the life of a sinner, with nothing left but battle scars. The pain and the pleasure haunts you forever. At least somehow I got this far. So bring on the rain, bring on the storm, bring on the pain. It can't hurt me anymore. Maybe I'll gunned, bloodied and bruised, but I don't run, and I sure as hell don't lose. Sure as hell don't lose. I sure as hell don't lose.
Fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight on by the Always tryna fight, I'm about to grill 'em like I'm George. I'm coming for that dough. Soon as I walk, they making noise.
A star-studded crowd, a star-studded fight under the stars here at the observatory. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber. 6'7" tall with that massive 83-inch reach. He'll square off against Tyson Fury. He is a whopping 206 centimeters tall with a reach of 216.
There's a mad weight difference here. You know what? You're looking at power, you're looking at speed, you're looking at all these things you've got to take into account. When they land, it's going to feel like a mule's kick.
Here he comes, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Only 216 pounds, but one of the biggest hitters in heavyweight history. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man.
Look at the weight. How much weight are you going to give away in a fight?
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. They both want a highlight reel knockout. I can't believe it's happening again, and that I get to sit here ringside and call it. It's the Bronze Bomber versus the Gypsy King again.
Oh my gosh, come on! This is that fight. No matter what you think of Tyson Fury, he has got in there with the biggest, most powerful, most dangerous fighter, puncher in the world in Deontay Wilder. This guy can knock you out from 2 inches. He's done it, but Tyson Fury is smart. A complete warmonger. Got in his head well before they stepped to ring. This is fight number 4. Every fight is getting more exciting than the other. And every time Tyson Fury has had his number. Deontay Wilder is an angry, powerful, dangerous fighter. He always will be. But the only one that's got his number? Tyson Fury.
Just missed with that hook. And there's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. These punches coming from every angle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Wilder in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up.
And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction until...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. Punch, counter punch. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high. Whoa, wait a minute. And Tyson Fury, down goes Fury. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and whoa, wait a minute! Tyson Fury just got rocked! Do you believe this? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out. On to the third. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Beautiful counter punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about it.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nobody home with that hook. Swing and a miss with the right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot... Back at it in round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it G's them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
No rest for the weary. touch missed. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The perfect counter lands. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bells.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
It's all offense all the time. That counter punch caught him clean. Can't land that jab. Did you see that? Tyson Fury and and down goes Fury. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a...
All in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah, pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, work till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please, don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let them go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free, set it free, set it free. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. Do it for my mama, do it for my father, family affair, my whole family in here. I do it for the block, do it for the soldiers, do it for the sport, do it for the coach. I'm undisputed, yeah, I'm undisputed. Do it for my father, do it for my mother. It's a family affair, my whole family in here. I did it for the past, I did it for the future, I did it for us all. That's why I'm undisputed.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. His name is Eric Esch, but he's known as Butterbean. You can't mention the sport of boxing without mentioning this guy. Up against them, Muhammad Ali. 6'3" tall, the best to ever do it.
You've got power, you've got size. It's like somebody blocked the sun out. Then you've got someone that's shorter, that's lighter, that's smaller. They've got to move, they've got to use the speed. Depend on the box.
And here is Butterbean, one of the most unique competitors in the history of the heavyweight division. He is the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
As soon as the ball goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Atlanta, Georgia, here is the popular knockout artist, recognized as the king of the four-rounders, introducing Eric Esch, also known as Butterbean. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go.
Take the phone off the hook. This is all I wanted to see right now, right in front of me.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. And that's the opening bell, round one. That right hook's already working well. A perfect counter lands. There's a counter shot. Just misses with that uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Catch and shoot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear. What do we expect to see here in round two? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Did you see that? Oh, the big fella stumbling and bumbling. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just misses with the right uppercut. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
There's a lot of weight there to give away, and if you're giving it away that way, you've got to use it to the maximum because you've got to be smart. Every shot hurts. It's not about...
Look out! It's not the Hindenburg! It's Butterbean who's down! What a blow to the head!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. The bell rings and we start the third. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
The straight right just misses. These two were made for each other. So much firepower here. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Big Butterbean is down. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You will take.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. He just rocked Butterbean, who's off kilter. Look out below. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Slow. Good will. And breathe when you're stepping about, all right? Good.
There's the bell to start round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Couldn't land that jab. Through the hook, it didn't land. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Beautiful counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Just the same again.
Confidence away. Go out, and in the first minute, stick him in the end of your jet.
Yeah, and he'll start turning. Just stay focused. All right.
Take away that confidence and stop him in his tracks.
Time for the 5th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The jab not finding its target. Whoa, wait a minute. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Those counter punches have to hurt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. talk about Butterbean in that last round. We'll see how much There's the bell for round 6. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
He just misses with that jab. Oh, and it's an earthquake as Butterbean goes down. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me your four.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Got out of the way of that right hook. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. So it's plan B. And there's the bell for round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He misses with that jab. That counter shot lands. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That hook was off target. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Incredible work rate. Holding nothing back here in the round. And he scores. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Just got rocked. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? This fight will continue. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. How much cardio? And they're back at it again here in round 8. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Tried to score with that hook, but missed. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Punch, counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's all about Butterbean in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape. There's the bell to start round 9. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Tor, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Beautiful counter punch. Just missed with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
The stamina is off the charts. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it? And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. And continue.
Talk about Ali in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down. You've got to think right.
It's round 10. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Nice counter shot. And both men pull her right there. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. The stamina is off the charts. A perfect counter shot. And that jab just missed with the left hand. You'd like to see more jabs. Oh no, Butterbean! He's in trouble! Talking about Butterbean in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out. As this
Back on the job. That was a terrible.
Let's start 11. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
How about that time counter shot? You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
His stamina is off the charts. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. And he waves it off. That will do it. This fight is over.
This should have been stopped at the beginning of the round.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
Just like another like TKO, it's Teddy Pendergrass over. TKO is spot on.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversational astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the vomit. Get it. I'm ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Like winner, Charlie cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger. Authoring is August, wordplay is December. That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers. Slip on the slick as icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pictures. This is what didn't get it, getting hitting the different differs. What did he do it or didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Lou would do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly. Even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability. Many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
Welcome to what many consider to be the new home for boxing. We are in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at Kingdom Arena. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. The one and only Butterbean. You can't mention the sport of boxing without mentioning this guy. And across the ring from him, Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with a 78-inch reach.
Giving away a lot of weight here, so now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to be sharp. You've got to try and time those shots coming through. Even being lent on by the heavier opponent makes it hard. You've got to be fit. You've got to be on point. You cannot afford to make any mistakes.
The one and only Butterbean. It doesn't matter what kind of ring you put him in.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Atlanta, Georgia, here is the...
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, you know when you've got to...
We are expecting an all-action slugfest. That right hook's blocked. Nice counter. Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. There's a counter shot. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. Just misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. speed. Speed beats power. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Right hook just missed. Straight right just misses. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this.
And there's the bell for round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
If you're standing in front of a dumper truck and you're trying to punch it back, push it back, the dumper truck is probably going to roll right over you.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. That jab gets blocked. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. Well, this is... There's the bell for round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he scores with the counter. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Can't find a home with that jab. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? It's bombs away. Catch and shoot. So much firepower here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. Well, we're entering desperate. On to the 5th we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
They got out of the way of that right hook. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They exchange punches. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And down goes Butterbean. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knock. On to the 6th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
His stamina is off the charts. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
And it's over! A home run swing, and that will do it here! I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Are you okay?
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of...
Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Goal and hindsight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever pay no mind and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' let me when you shot it, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all that hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubting me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's so. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease.
As expected, full...
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic...
Welcome inside. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Nice stop, but that won't score. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Missing with the left hook. Catch and shoot. you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. How is this fight still continuing?
Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match? Here we go for round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. The jab not finding its target. That jab gets blocked. Those counter punches have to hurt. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Caution being thrown to the wind. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. On to the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Oh my God, Johnny! Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. How are they still standing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
They're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the... On to the fourth we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. It appears that he's going to take a knee.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
6, 7, 8. That uppercut misses. Big hook doesn't land. Nice counter. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And that will do it. What a victory. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this.
Are you all right?